Hey everybody, this is Eric at George's Music, and congratulations on acquiring your ukulele. We hope that it offers a lifetime of musical enjoyment for you. One of the most common questions that we actually get is, hey, I got my ukulele, but it won't stay in tune. And since this is such a common question, we're here to help, and we're going to go over a few tips on keeping this guy in tune for you. First, before we actually get into some of the details on how to keep it in tune, I just want to review some of the parts of the ukulele. So when I refer to them, you actually know what part of the ukulele I'm talking about. The first part is I want to go over, this is the headstock of the ukulele. This actually holds the tuning keys, and wrapped around the tuning keys you'll see are the strings. This piece right here that actually holds the strings in place, this is called the nut. It's actually either made of plastic or bone. This is the fretboard of the ukulele. Silver little lines here, or these bars, are called the frets. This is the sound hole. This piece right here is actually the bridge. This is actually glued onto the top of the ukulele. And actually what sits in the bridge is called a saddle. This again is either made of plastic or bone. This actually holds the strings over and gets the strings over the bridge so it has a clear distance along the neck. Now there's different types of ukuleles. There's a soprano, concert, tenor, and baritone. What we're going to cover are the tuning basics of the soprano, concert, and tenor only. So what we have here, if you notice, we have 4 strings on the ukulele. The names of the strings are G, C, E, and A. We're going to need to remember those because when we use our tuner, we're going to need to match these strings to those pitches. Alright, so you get your ukulele. Probably comes in a box and a little bag like this. This guy out, carefully take it out of its bag. And you'll notice that the manufacturers will send it with the strings already on the ukulele. However though, it's not in tune. So check out these tips. Okay, I have my ukulele here safe, and I'm actually supporting the neck with a Planet Wave neck rest. It's actually convenient. Put the ukulele right there, keeps it in a nice safe spot. You'll notice that the tuners actually will spin all the way around, whether clockwise or counterclockwise. On the G and C strings, what you're going to want to make sure is if you want to tune the string up in pitch, you're going to turn it counterclockwise. You're going up, and if I need to bring it down in pitch, I'm going to turn it clockwise. And the way I'm standing here is that on my E and A strings, if I want to tune the string up in pitch, I actually have to do it opposite, so that'll be clockwise. You're going up in pitch. And if I need to tune it down, it'll go counterclockwise. That's how the tuning machines work. Okay, so then what we recommend is a tuner now to tune your ukulele. Now I have 2 types here. This one here actually will clip onto the headstock, and what I'll do is I can actually turn it on, and when I play a string, it'll actually tell me what note the ukulele is playing, and then from the names of the strings that we wrote down, I'll have to match this string, which is my C string, up in pitch, so actually my tuner, my vibration tuner here actually picks up a C. Right now it's picking up a C sharp, so I'm going to turn it clockwise and bring it down in pitch. Now I've gone below C, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it up in pitch to match a C. Okay? That's actually one that actually clips on. There's another type of tuner that you can use, an electronic tuner that actually has a built-in microphone. Just be aware that when you turn it on and you're matching the pitch, if there's any noise in the room, it actually may pick up through the microphone and may not be as accurate. Okay, so now here's the big secret of breaking these strings in fast and actually having the ukulele stay in tune. Little trick here is first grab a number 2 pencil if you can. When you do that, I'm going to start here on the G string. I'm going to pull it actually out of its nut. All I do is have to lift the string up just a little bit. I'm going to slide it across, and you'll see that there's the slot right there. I'm just going to take a number 2 pencil. I'm just going to fill it in just a little bit. I'm going to get some of that lead inside there. And what that lead's going to help do is it's going to let the string glide smoothly through the nut as we tune the ukulele up. So that's my tip number 1. Tip number 2 is there is slack from the nut to the tuning machine here on the G. The more slack I can actually get out of this string around this tuning machine, the quicker and more stable that string will stay in tune. So after I put the graphite, or this number 2, in the nut, I'm actually going to take this string and I'm just going to either push it down or lift it up against the tuning machine. And what it's doing is it's taking that slack and it's pulling it taut against that tuning machine. That's step number 2. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the string just a little bit so I can make sure that the excess actually then comes through the nut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand near the bridge over the saddle. I'm going to take my left hand, put it somewhere in the middle of the neck, and I'm just going to kind of pinch the string like this. And I'm just going to lightly do this, not too hard. And what that does is it takes the slack now off the bridge as well. You'll notice that they're wound there. It takes the slack through there as well. Once I've done those 3 little steps, I'm going to put my tuner on. I'm going to turn it on, and I know that this is a G, and I'm going to make sure that I can actually tune it up here to pitch to G. It's an F sharp, so I'm going to go counterclockwise to a G. And there's my G. Now, if this is the first time that you've tuned the string up, watch what happens. I'm not going to put any more graphite. I'm not going to actually tug on this string that's between the nut and the machine, but what I will do is I'm just going to stretch the string one more time, just a little bit. Okay? And it's a little bit below G, meaning it's almost like a G flat or an F sharp. So what I know is I need to bring that up in pitch, just a little bit. And there's my G. So what I've done is I've taken the slack out of the string. Once I do that 1 or 2 times, then the ukulele will stay in tune much better. Okay, so take those 3 little tips that we gave you, little graphite on the nut, pinch the string on the tuning machine, stretch the strings, and you'll notice that your ukulele will be staying in tune for you. For all your ukulele accessories, ukuleles, and to join our free ukulele club, head to www.georgesmusic.com. Thanks a lot.